going to start by opening the burger file. As detailed in question 1. Next task is to adjust the width of all the columns so that everything fits. You need to first move over to the left-hand side of the sheet just to check that everything's there, and highlight the little grey square between A and 1, which will highlight the entire worksheet, and double-click somewhere between one of the two column headings, and everything will auto-fit. To rename the sheet tab, you double-click on sheet 1, type in burgers, and press enter. Next task is to take cells B2, C2, and D2 and make them bold, font size 12, and red, adjusting the size of the columns as necessary, same way as before. Next job is to calculate a formula that will work out how many of the calories are not from fat. The magic equal sign, B3 minus C3. And the next thing is to copy it down into cells D4 to 14. We're going to show you two ways of doing this. The first, just by highlighting the range and pressing Control and D to fill down the formula. Second, once the formula is retyped, same as before, to pull down the drag handle in the bottom right hand corner, which will have the same effect. Next question simply asks us to write 4 bits of information in cells C15, 16, 17 and 18. Average, the highest, the lowest, and the number of values that there are. We'll try and ignore the fact I haven't made them bold. The formula to calculate the average is average equals average, open the parentheses, highlight the range, and close the parentheses. The highest number is found with the max function, highlighting the range in the same way. The lowest with the min function. And the number in the column is using the count function. All of these can be entered using the function button, which we're going to use later on. Next thing is to put them all into 2 decimal places. So we go to the number format. If that hadn't given us exactly what we wanted, which in this case it did, we could have gone to the more number format, which brings up the old Office 2003 dialog, which allows us a little bit more control over what's going on. We're now going to sort the values as required. So we highlight the range, go to the sort and filter button on the right hand side and custom sort. We're going to sort by the values, although there are other options. And we're going to sort by the required value, calories from fat. We want to go largest to smallest, so descending order. The data has headers, which allows us to use those titles, and everything is done for us. We now need to make the cells in row 7. I've highlighted slightly more than is detailed on the worksheet to make them bold and centered. So I've centered them there in the across the box. We now need to put in our 4 food items. So we'll be incredibly healthy. We'll have a Big Mac, which we can copy the 2 cells directly into where we want them. Some salty French fries, a McFlurry, and the absolutely necessary fattening milkshake. Make that cell bold, widen it out so it fits. Same with the calories and the other titles as well. Next thing it asks us to do is to put a specialized border at the bottom of in cell H12, which is done through that button there, selecting the relevant one, top and double bottom. And then using the auto sum function, the sigma symbol there, to calculate the total number of calories in our menu.